Alright, well, look at what we have here. Metroid Prime Trilogy. One of my favorite game series, just sort of all compiled onto one disc. How wonderful is that? I guess I'd say more of a chapter than a series. The series implies all of Metroid. But anyway, let's start Metroid Prime. Because obviously you gotta start with the first one if you wanna play them in sequence. That's generally how games work. Not always, there are exceptions to the rule. But in this case, that's how you play it. Yes, I can educate people in the ways of video games. I am very good at this. Okay, anyway. Intro. There it is. So, what's going on here is that I actually have my Wii hooked up to like an HDMI switcher, which is then in turn all connected to my capture card on my PC, which is in turn hooked up to my monitor. And this is probably the first time I've ever played a Wii game on my monitor. Usually I sit like on the couch and I look at the TV, so this is gonna be kind of different for me, and I'm not entirely sure how well this is gonna work out. So, guess we'll see how this goes. Okay, do I have any save data here? 2%. Let's see. How much of the game do I have completed? Metroid Prime 1. Chozo Ruins. You know what? Just for the sake of making sure that everything is working out properly, I'm gonna pick a different file. Hold on. Profile. There we go. That's what I wanted. What the hell is this face? Well, whatever. Works for me. Start on this one. Start single player. Metroid Prime. Veteran. Unfortunately, when they brought the GameCube version to the Wii version, they renamed normal to veteran and easy to normal. And you can't start on hard by default. So, as much as I wanted to play on hard, because the game it's kind of easy otherwise, whatever. I suppose this is for the best, because that way there's less chance of me getting stuck at a particular segment and boring the viewers to death. Anyway, let me just put this remote down on the floor. I'm not even using my computer chair, because the armrests and the back are just not designed in such a way that it makes holding a Wii remote comfortable. Sitting on a kitchen chair instead, where freedom of movement. Got my energy drink. Make sure I don't pass out. It's only 10:40 p.m., so it's not that late. I think I'll move the mic a bit closer. Hold on a second. That's a bit better. Just want to make sure that the microphone is capturing me loud enough. And I know there's a little bit of background noise, because this mic is such high quality, at least for a USB mic, that it actually picks up like the fans from my PC. So, you know, hopefully it's not too noticeable. Shouldn't be a problem. Okay. Game's about to start. I gotta say, I have been looking forward to playing through this for quite a while. On camera, at least. Okay, let me just get myself properly oriented here. It's a bit different when you're sitting on a when you have seating that you're just not entirely used to. Anyway, make sure the sensitivity is all good. Options. Oh, yeah, that's the 1 button. Or the 2 button, rather. Get out of that. Okay, I gotta make sure I'm on the veteran controls, because I cannot stand the other ones. Or, are they called veteran? I think it's actually called advanced, whatever. Controller. Ah, advanced, thank you. Lock on free aim, yes. Swap, no, okay, that's all good. Much better, much better. Yeah. I gotta say, I'm not entirely sure which control system I like better. The old GameCube controls or the new Wii motion controls. I do like that I have sort of just better control over my aiming and movement. They're separate in this, because before it used to be the way you aimed was by literally moving your body around with one stick. So having the freedom of movement in one hand, aiming in the other is liberating. But then there's also the sort of like every little twitch I make with my hand moves the crosshair, and I'm not entirely sure I like that all that much. But I'll get used to it. As usual, I'm not going to worry too much about scanning, because that's, I don't know, it's something, oh, whoops, that's not it. I was thinking that's maybe the morph ball segment, it's not yet, though. Right, okay, yeah. I'll avoid scanning. It's really more of a single-player thing to do, and it can be time-consuming and boring if you're not interested in reading. So, honestly, here's the deal. If there's anything important to the story that I feel needs to be made clear to those of you who aren't aware, that would normally be told through the use of scans, I'll bring it up. But otherwise, I'll just avoid them. Now, this is a map station. Gotta download the maps, which are very useful in these games due to their maze-like nature. Alright, yeah. Whoops, there we go. I'm so used to that. I am just so used to that. Like, it's second nature to me to immediately go into scan visor mode for everything. You know, kind of getting the feeling that this is going to be a bit of a problem for me. Just the placement of my sensor bar. Now, that kind of looks like Samus right there. It's funny. Weird. Never noticed that. Also, I am playing this on my Wii U, which, I believe upscales 480p to, I don't know, a slightly higher quality. I think I noticed the image quality being a little bit better, like less fuzzy and just generally... Okay, I gotta stop doing that, sorry. Whoops. I think I missed that shot. Usually, you kill those things with like one... Yeah, there you go. I must have missed. Alright. Okay, I do have to scan here. If it's red, it means it's actually crucial to the mission and progression, so I gotta scan those. And yes, I know I really babble a lot. I do have sort of difficulty formulating my thoughts in real time when I'm just trying to actually say everything, because I'd rather avoid being silent most of the time, if it's possible. But I don't make any promises, because there are a lot of portions in this game where I'll be really into the action that's occurring on the screen and just kind of concentrating, and I'll probably forget to even speak. So I've kind of come up with an idea. I'm thinking maybe for boss fights and such, I'll just completely ignore commentary and just crank the volume up in the footage itself, so that you can at least sort of watch the whole fight scene take place, because they're generally pretty epic for the most part. At least I think so. It's just my opinion. Then again, we'll see how it goes. Well, we'll do a test run right here on this Parasite Queen. See how I do. Although then again, it's not really a... Oh, fuck. This door's a bit of pain in the ass. Yeah. It has more to do with just the length of the battles themselves. I mean, there's really only so much you can say about what's happening on screen. Especially against, like, an AI. It's not like commentating a competitive game where you can very easily sort of adapt to what's happening on screen, because there's really nothing that you can expect for the most part. This game, however, Jesus, stop doing that, Doors. This game I've played so many times, I know it like the back of my hand, which I happen to know very well. I do stare at my hands a lot. Just thought you might want to know that. Fun fact. Oh yeah, I forgot, you can do that. That's not something that was in the original version, because it's a motion control thing. It's effectively the spring ball. And you only get it when you get the bombs, because it's the same end result. Ugh, Jesus, got a lot of gas! Like, stomach gas, not the other way around. I just ate pizza, the healthiest of foods. Okay, I do have to scan bosses, though. I kind of, like, neglected to mention that, because, they reveal their weak points when you do that. Oh, and, by the way, that was the, like, super fast way to beat the Parasite Queen. There's kind of an exploit in the first Metroid Prime where if you spam the missile button and the power beam right away, like after shooting a missile, it just resets the cooldown on the missile, so you can just spam them as fast as you want. Alright, I believe there's a place I have to scan. Nope. There's a couple of these hallways where you have to start scanning, because, elevators and turrets. It's easier to deactivate them while you're running towards them than it is to stand there and shoot them. Like this one. There you go. Boom. Deactivated. These guys are jerks, and they're also dead. FYI, if you hadn't noticed. Oh, you bastard. Silly space pirates, they're all drunk. They've been hanging out at Ridley's bar too much. And I'm sorry, that's a terrible joke. It's actually only something you'll understand if you're aware of the webcomic known as Planet Zebeth, or Zebeth, whichever pronunciation. I don't know. I'm actually against Zebeth, because the dumbass Samus from Metroid Other M pronounces the planet as Zebus, and I've always pronounced it as Zebus, so I'm personally biased against it. I am such a hateful individual. Oh boy, these escape sequences. Very lengthy. As is the Metroid Prime style, or, well, Metroid in general. Damn it. I hate these things. Yeah, I'm still getting used to this control scheme. I might actually turn the free aim off, since that's only causing problems. Whatever. Doesn't matter, as long as I can get through it. Okay. Yeah, sorry I don't really have much to say about this part of the game, but I'm just so bored of this segment, because I've been recently trying to get the Dolphin Wii and GameCube emulator to run this properly, and the the intent, intention, the words. The words were that I was gonna try to, you know, provide some 1080p HD fucking anti-aliased, fully, what would you call that? I know it's anisotropy or whatever, when it basically optimizes the textures at different distances so that they don't look like garbage. Whoops, that's not it. That's it. Yeah, I was gonna basically try to make the quality, like, gorgeous for my viewers, and even include some mouse control. Okay, I gotta scan this. That's out of the way. Yeah, I wanted to get some mouse control, see if maybe that improves the Wii aiming system, but didn't work out. It was just too buggy, and the mouse system, it didn't interface well with the Wii controls at all. So, you know what, fuck it. I'll just play on the actual console itself, which I know works 100%. Or at least it works 100% of the time that I use it.